you give me the next few minutes, you'll be able to transform and improve your content by at least 100%. Transforming your video creation process from complete chaos with no end game of how your video will turn out to a blueprint of how you should create your content with clear vision and full control over every aspect of content creation, saving you time, stress, and even guesswork of how your video will turn out. Creators with no plans have no clear vision of how their content will turn out, making the video creation process so much harder and so much stressful because of the guesswork that they have to put in each video idea. That is, if they have an idea in the first place, not knowing how to start or where to start. Start from the outline or the script, start from the thumbnail or the title. And when they do, the video creation process is so chaotic because of that lack of vision. So the best place in order to create a great video for YouTube is have a clear vision on that idea. And after 3 years of creating content, the best tool that I could find and used is Notion. Because of the simple fact that ideation and scripting and the planning of the whole idea is in one place, and it's more accessible within your laptop or your phone from anywhere and anytime. And the best thing that Notion helped me with as a content creator and a YouTube creator is having the ability to create something very important that every YouTuber should have, which is an idea bank. Because coming up with ideas is not so simple, and it takes a lot of effort and it takes a lot of stress in order to find the perfect idea that suits you. But when you have an actual idea bank that you write every day and you put a little bit of effort into writing some pieces of content that you think that they may work on your channel and you actually may enjoy working on, it could make a huge difference. But the biggest trick is not writing down ideas. The biggest trick that you need to learn is turning the ideation process into a habit, creating a process of ideation in order to create a video that is actually feasible and you can do it with ease and with vision, making it easier for me when I want to create a video to find the perfect video that I want to make based on already successful videos that I found over YouTube doing some small research every day. But what I've found over the experience of creating content over the years, the next step about creating a video idea shouldn't be about scripting or even outlining your video. It should be about finding a packaging system in order to present that idea to your perfect audience, making people and forcing people to click on your video and make it more watchable. And the biggest creators on YouTube understand one thing and one thing only that you need to understand in order to be a better creator for this platform, especially for YouTube. YouTube is a selective platform, and this is what the biggest creators have already understood. Unlike TikTok and Instagram, where the algorithm feeds you the content, YouTube, people choose the content that they want to watch. So your packaging needs to be almost perfect in order to align that video idea to your perfect audience, in order to get views and to get the algorithm to actually like your channel and push it even more. And you can start doing that when you selected your video idea by doing some thumbnail and title research. And some of the small creators on YouTube don't really understand this, but a thumbnail job is to grab attention and the title's job is to get the final punch in order for viewers to click on the video and watch it. But it doesn't stop from there. Your packaging doesn't end with your title and thumbnail. It goes far beyond than that. Because then and only then, when you found them and you convinced yourself and thought and tested and already designed your thumbnail and tested your title that goes well with that thumbnail, you start to script your video. But you don't start to script your whole video. You want to complete something that is essential for viewer satisfaction and could probably increase your CTR. And that small portion of your video, which is the intro, is 100% the most important part about your video. And the beautiful thing about Notion that made it a perfect video creation tool that you can do all of that in one place. When I first started content creation, I always jumped between apps in order to complete a video idea, writing on Google Docs, designing and making an outline for the video in Milanote, and then and only then thinking about how to script the video and pull it all together So in Notion, when you put your title and thumbnail and actually write the intro and you align the intro with that thumbnail and title, your ability to create a higher click-through rate goes higher with each video you make. And your video intro should always do two things: open a curiosity loop in the first 15 seconds, and the second thing is confirm the click for the viewer, so you don't see the retention drop in the first 30 seconds. And when your intro does that, it makes it stronger and more appealing and more engaging for anyone who starts to watch your video. But the trick is that your video intro should be able to communicate the video idea within the first 10 seconds because of the autoplay feature in YouTube apps. And if you achieve that, your video click-through rate will go up and with it your engagement. But that's only half the battle. Now that you've made your idea more clickable and more engaging for people to start watching, the other half is making people actually enjoy your content and keeping them watching to the end. When you finalize your packaging, you start to write down your script. But if you ask me how would you write the perfect script, I'm going to tell you how to write it down. Your video scripts should have at least 3 or 4 hooks within the length of the whole video, because you want to grab attention again and again with each slow part of your video. But if you don't know how to script in the first place, there is 2 ways in order to script your YouTube video. The first one is the outline method, which is writing down the headline and the main points that you want to tell and peek in front of the camera. But to be honest, this way is more chaotic because of the rambling that you could do in front of the camera. But this method is actually perfect for vlogging and gaming because you are free and more confident and you'll appear more natural in front of the camera. But the second one that gives you full control over your video creation process, the full script. This scripting method is much more complex and it takes longer and more research in order to create that perfect video, where you have to follow some guidelines in order to create it. But the benefit of creating this type of script is much higher and it could help you a lot with the filming and editing process, especially if you're a creative creator. Writing down every word that you want to say in front of the camera will give you an unfair advantage over people who don't really fully script their videos, because every paragraph you write, every sentence you write, and even every word you write will give you a clear vision of how the video will turn out and give you more flexibility on how you're going to actually film B-roll for that video, or which part of the video we're going to film A-roll and which part is going to be B-roll, and give you more vision on the editing process because you'll know where to put your visual effects, your sound effects, and create the perfect B-roll that could be extremely aligned with your video content. And if you start to create content this way, you'll be able to improve your content by at least 100%. But the problem is, if you don't have an actual ideation process, this video could help you understand how to come up with great video ideas. Now, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do, and thank you for watching.